pros and cons of being a real estate agent in today's market. How are you able to decipher whether or not you're going to feast or famine? Are you going to be able to make a deal in today's marketplace or not? Are you in a position where you're constantly doing deals, even in today's market? Hi, I'm Paul R. Atkinson, your professional coach, and we're going to talk to you about the pros and the cons of being a real estate agent in today's marketplace right now. Whatever it is, there are some common things that you can do in order to continue to do business. It doesn't matter what's going on, you can still do business. Before we get started, remember, in the description, you could find the tools that's going to help you to have consistent flow in your business. Now, what are some of the pros and cons, or what are some of the advantages and disadvantages? What are some of the likes and don't likes about being a real estate agent in today's market? Let's start with some of the, let's say, cons, right? Some of the disadvantages. And what I like to talk about is the facts. You know what the facts are? As a real estate agent today, if you're in the United States, the facts are that more than 80% of us fail. Yes, it's still so. More than 80% of realtors fail. If you look inside of a real estate brokerage office and you have 100 realtors in there, well, it's only expected that anywhere from like 20% and down of those realtors are actually producing. 80% of us are not even getting a deal done. And that's a con. That is a disadvantage. Why is that? Well, I could probably answer that in many ways. What is it that you really need in order to do business? You need the right mindset. You need to have the skill set of a salesperson to be able to connect with people and make it work. And you also have to be able to motivate yourself, not only just have the mindset, but how do you motivate yourself and keep yourself going? So that's some of the cons right there. Some of the cons is that most of us are not able to do the job that we came out here to do. And that's sad. Another con that I would say, or disadvantage as a realtor in today's market, is you lack the drive. We lack the drive because being a real estate agent, we're going to get knocked down time and time again. But how do you pick yourself back up? You put together a deal and then the buyer says the next day, oh, you know what? I changed my mind. I think I'm just going to wait. Okay. You put together a deal and the inspection brought back the results and the buyer says, oh no, this is too much. No, I can't do it. You name it. You put together a deal and then 10 days before the closing, you hear the lender says, oh, the financing didn't go through because the buyer, blah, 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 whatever. It's such bad news. How do you pick yourself up and keep going? Maybe a nuclear mine? I don't know. What do you have? But you've got to have something. You've got to find something and have it. Those are the cons. Now, what are some of the pros? And I'll keep this real short. Some of the pros of being a real estate agent is that you become this strong individual when you're able to overcome these challenges. You become very strong in society, in your neighborhood. You're that tough girl and that tough guy. You're that good business person that knows how to make decisions and pull the trigger, how to pump yourself up and keep yourself pumped up and keep others around you pumped up. That are some of the pros. Of course, some of the pros is that you also have the ability to have that financial freedom that you want and desire, and that freedom of your time, where you can schedule your showings at a particular time when you can have the time to go and be with your children's game or your family's event. You can actually say it to the client. Oh, wow, I know you want to show property or you want to see homes this Thursday. at 1 p.m. or 4 p.m., but my daughter had an event. Do you mind? Can we just make it earlier or Friday? What a luxury to be able to manipulate and move around your schedule the way you want it to fit your personal and your business life. That are some of the pros. It's amazing. You know, one of the other pros for me being a realtor is also just the feeling of getting the deal completed. It's from my heart, and it was from many years ago. 2003, I got my first deal done, and that was many years ago. Or whenever you're watching this video, it could be a long time ago. But the most important thing is that when I was able to put together my real estate deal and I saw the number of people that it affected, I was coming from a financial planning background. And I know when I put together a financial plan for family, well, you've got the husband and the wife, and then, they have kids, and that's about two or three people. And most of the time, it's just two people, you affect, in that moment. But in a real estate deal, this is what I love. Real estate is there's so many people involved. And everybody is so comfortable, so happy that the deal happened. Because think about it. Hold on, think about it. In a real estate deal, look at the amount of people that benefit from it. Okay, here's the real estate agent that represents the buyer. The real estate agent represents the seller. The title company, the mortgage company, the inspector, wow, that's at least 5 people. And everybody is happy because they get to do a job to get somebody into a house or out of a house. That's the most beautiful thing about real estate that I personally love. So this video or this talk today was about the pros and cons of being a real estate agent. And that's the pros and that's the cons. Rewind it, take a look at it. I hope this rests on your heart because it rests on mine. And whatever it is right now that you're thinking about, just remember the most important thing to be successful. You have to have the mindset and the right attitude as a realtor to make it in today's market. You have to have sales skills, and there's nobody teaching you that. Well, I heard of this place called Successful Business Academy. You could check it out. It's called Successful Business Academy. They teach sales over there. And then you have to have this way of motivating yourself and keeping yourself motivated. That's it. So pros and cons of how to be, or pros and cons of being a real estate agent. That was it. As usual, look in the description and click on the link that's going to help you to be successful in your business. You know how I feel about you. Thank you for being a part of our community. And until next time, you know what I like to say. Let's go get them, Tiger. I'll see you real soon.